In this episode of Repro Roundup, we'll take a look at a Ghostbusters game on the NES that's actually really fun, but unfortunately never made it to North America. This is New Ghostbusters 2. In 1984, a supernatural comedy became a box office hit with the release of the highly successful film Ghostbusters. A video game based on the movie was created by Activision the same year and ported to the NES in 1988. The NES version received particularly poor ratings, with difficult controls and confusing gameplay. A sequel to the original film, Ghostbusters 2 was released soon after in 1989. This movie also had a video game adaptation on the NES, published by Activision in 1990. While this game was slightly better than the previous title, it again fell short, with a challenging time limit and exceptionally high difficulty level. The very same year, HAL Laboratories created their own NES version of Ghostbusters 2. The game was released in Europe and Japan, but due to licensing issues with Activision, never made it to North America. New Ghostbusters 2 was developed and published by HAL Laboratories in 1990. The story of the game is based on the movie and is surprisingly accurate to the source material. You begin the game by creating a team of 2 Ghostbusters, choosing between Peter, Ray, Egon, and Winston, and even their accountant, Lewis. Although each character has a unique appearance, they all control exactly the same. The game plays in an overhead action perspective, with controls that are simple but very fun. You take control of the first character, moving around the screen and firing your freeze beam with the A button to stun ghosts. The second character automatically follows your lead, and when in position will trap the stun ghosts as you press the B button. While stunning the target, you can move around freely to dodge other enemies and projectiles. You'll encounter a wide variety of ghosts throughout the game, and must capture all of them in order to progress. Once you clear every ghost from the current area, an arrow appears to help guide you through the stage. At the end of each level, you'll face off against boss characters that are much more challenging than the standard enemies. The bosses take longer to stun, have fast movement, and dangerous attacks. Some classic movie characters are included here, such as the Scoleri brothers, Janos, and of course, Vigo. There are a total of 6 different stages in the game, taking you through the courthouse, abandoned subway tunnel, Dana's place, the drainage system, and the art museum. Each stage has a unique feel, introducing new enemies and level layouts. Each level also offers different background music, with an upbeat and catchy soundtrack throughout. The game can be a little difficult at times, with controls that can take a little time to get used to. Your secondary character will occasionally get stuck when trying to trap a ghost, leaving you in vulnerable positions. Enemies also spawn around the area when you enter a room, sometimes leaving you with very little time to react. With a little practice, however, you can easily learn the nuances of the controls and patterns of each enemy. Overall, New Ghostbusters 2 is a very fun game, a solid adaptation of the movie, and easily the best Ghostbusters game on the NES.